Hello, and thank you for choosing Dynasplint Systems. The following video is designed to help you identify each component of the Dynasplint, demonstrate the fitting process, and provide a general review of the treatment protocol. Please remember that just as each animal is unique, so is each treatment. This video is only a guide and should not replace the assistance of your Dynasplint consultant. Thank you for choosing Dynasplint Systems, where we hope to stretch beyond your expectations.
The purpose of the Equine Digital Dorsiflexion Dynasplint is to stretch the deep digital flexor tendon that runs down the back of the horse's leg and attaches under the coffin bone. This is done by providing a gentle stretch right at the coffin joint around the coronet band.
Your Dynasplint system will arrive fully padded and labeled, ready to apply to the animal. In your box, you will find photographs, written fitting instructions, a treatment schedule that your Dynasplint sales consultant has designed specifically for your animal, additional padding that will be necessary throughout the treatment process, a screwdriver used to adjust the tension throughout the duration of the treatment. You will also find a FedEx prepaid label. Please save this label as well as a box, as you will need them when you and your consultant have decided that your animal's treatment is complete. Before applying the Dynasplint system, please speak with your sales consultant about adding a wrap underneath a splint. Wrapping is not always necessary, but since each horse is unique, wrapping can sometimes prevent further complications.
The first thing you will notice when looking at the Dynasplint system is the boot attached to the metal footplate. There are 3 different types of boots that we use for this specific splint: the Old Mac boot, Boa boot, and Davis splint boot. Your Dynasplint consultant has attached the appropriate boot for your horse's hoof size and age. If your Dynasplint is equipped with an Old Mac or Boa boot, directions have been included in the box on how to operate the boot. Please take a few minutes to review these directions before applying the splint. Set the Dynasplint system on the ground next to the hoof in order to check the length of the proximal strut. The proximal struts should extend as far up the cannon bone without coming in direct contact with the carpus or hock, depending on which leg you are splinting. To adjust the length of the struts, you will find set screws covered with electrical tape or a pull pin and lock adjustment on the proximal and distal struts. First, remove and save the electrical tape. Loosen the set screw by turning to the left. Only a few turns is needed so it doesn't fall out. Slide the tubes within each other to the desired lengths and then tighten. Using the electrical tape, recover the screw. This will ensure the screws do not walk out. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. Some Dynasplint systems have a pull pin and lock adjustment. Simply pull and move the tubes to the desired position until they click in place. The footplate has already been set and will not need any further adjustments. To apply the Dynasplint system, begin by opening the back top cuff, the counterforce strap behind the boot, and the top 2 Velcro tabs on the butterfly strap. Pull the butterfly strap down over the boot. Open the boot attached to the footplate to accommodate the horse's hoof. Hold the splint down at the footplate. You will want to place the hoof in the boot first. Once the hoof is in the boot, allow the horse to place its hoof on the ground. Next, pull the proximal struts and wing pads back and align them alongside the cannon bone. Tighten the back top cuff. Pull the front top cuff snug as well. Once the top cuffs have been tightened, you may then tighten the boot on the footplate. Please follow the directions for your specific boot. Bring the counterforce strap around the back of the boot and pull it snug. Tighten the top 2 straps of the butterfly, followed by the bottom 2 straps. All 4 straps of the butterfly will need to be pulled as snug as possible. A little vet wrap or duct tape around the top cuff and butterfly strap will prevent the splint from slipping and discourage chewing. To remove the Dynasplint system, undo the top 2 Velcro straps on the butterfly, pull the butterfly strap down off the boot, as well as the counterforce strap behind the boot. Loosen the boot attached to the metal plate and then undo the back top cuff. Remove the horse's hoof from the boot. Once the splint has been removed, be sure to fasten all the Velcro straps in order to maintain proper orientation. Your Dynasplint consultant has preset the initial tension on your horse's splint. If and only if the individualized treatment schedule calls for increasing the tension, it is done in the following manner. Insert the silver screwdriver into the hollow end of the proximal strut. To increase the tension, turn the screwdriver to the right. Remember, righty-tighty. And to decrease the tension, turn the screwdriver to the left. Remember, lefty-loosey. Because the Dynasplint system is a bilateral tensioning device, what you do to one side you must do to the other. The window with the red or blue scales on the proximal struts shows the tension setting. Be sure they match. The horse will wear the Dynasplint 2 to 3 hours initially. Increase the wear time 1 to 2 hours a day until 4 to 8 hours of wear is achieved. The horse must be stalled when wearing the Dynasplint system. Please follow the treatment schedule your Dynasplint consultant has included in the box. If your Dynasplint consultant has recommended adding a wrap under the splint, please do so before splinting. It is very important that you check the leg on a daily basis. This can be done by running your hand up and down the leg, feeling for signs of irritation or swelling. Finally, if there are any signs of soreness or stiffness that persist longer than 20 minutes, please call your Dynasplint consultant.